皆さんこんばんは。それではバルダーズゲート3の続きです。新キャラ登場で今回もまた話が長くなります。サイヤ人ではありません。
Me! Never been better. Oh, fuck me. It's you, from the Nautiloid. Please tell me I found you before those so-called paladins of Tyr did.
誰のことだかわけわかりませんね。
Good. Great. Glad I don't have to kill you.
A great heat roars through you, her heat, fiery as the hells. Then you're lost in visions of demonic armies as you tear through a landscape of fire and blood. The Blood War. You saw it from above as the Nautiloid passed through Avernus. This woman was on the front line.
What was that? The Blood War. Sister, believe me when I tell you that the fighting wasn't even the worst part. From that peek I got into your head, I'm not the only one with problems on top of problems. A mind flayer tadpole, huh? And no joy getting it sorted as of yet, I see. I'm Karlak. And you are? Well met, soldier. Now that we're old pals, how would you feel about helping me kill some evil bastards? A little background, if your moral compass needs something to point at. You already know I fought in the Blood War. I was good at killing demons. Really good. So good, Zariel, the archdevil herself, made me her personal attack dog. I played along until I could get the fuck out of there. Took me 10 years to properly escape, but now I'm free. Zariel sent goon after goon to hunt me down. But believe me when I tell you, I'm not going. The latest yappy little dogs she sicked on me are nearby. A group of dopes posing as paladins of Tyr. Want to help me take them down? Don't worry, I'll lead the charge. But I could use your help. There's a lot of them, and only one of me. After that, we can team up. Take Faerun by the short hairs. Sound good?
I like her. She looks like she could throw me over her shoulder and carry me to safety. Should the need arise.
Fuck yes. They cornered me outside the toll house just up the hill. Doubt they've gone far after the scorching I gave them. Hang on though. Looks like you've got enough backup at your side. Not sure there's room for me. I'll catch up with you when it's time to camp for now. But don't get to any of the fun stuff without me. Got it?
この世界の歴史も全く説明されないのでわけわかりませんけど、地獄で流血戦争ってのがあったらしいです。
The Blade of Frontiers. Thought I'd shaken you for good after the Mind Flare ship. But you just can't get enough of me, can you?
Karlak, Advocatus Diaboli, the stink of Avernus.
この人、門の前で参戦してましたね。
The devil's head, and yours. If you so much as...
A great fire roars through you, the fire of the first hell. You are the blade of frontiers racing through the wastes of Avernus. Just ahead, a diabolical figure, red skin, single-curled horn, blazes with flame, bloodied great axe held high. He chases the fiend, ignited with rancor. She is an infernal war devil, a threat to the living, evil incarnate.
Your ally's a fraud, a soldier in the Archdevil Zariel's army. Either I cut her down, or she burns the Sword Coast to ash.
I've tried to tell you. I am not what you think I am. I'm...
Another vision. Karlach's blade raised, slicing through devils, Zariel's servants, as her eyes dart around, seeking escape. The man shudders with Karlach's desperation. She is a victim of the Blood War, not an agent of it.
By Baldur's helm, No. I will not be tricked.
You saw the truth. I may be an effective soldier, but I never wanted to serve Zariel. Legged it away from her the first chance I got.
And yet you served.
一枚絵のイラストでいいから、見えた映像は文章じゃなくて絵で見せてほしかった。
No! Devils cannot be trusted.
Would you listen to sense? This doesn't have to end badly. For either of us. You know monsters, right? Better than anyone. Look into my eyes. Can't you see I'm not what you think?
Shit. You really are no devil, are you? I've been deceived.
Thank the gods. Thought I was gonna have to take your head.
You would have died in the attempt. But there have been enough threats today. Truce?
I'll do you one better. Allies. We're looking to get rid of these parasites for good. And ruin some bastards' days while we're at it. Sounds like your kind of venture.
I've not grown any tentacles yet, thank Baldrin. But luck won't be on our side forever. Yes, you have my blade. Your leader willing, of course.
Well, soldier, what's the word?
別にいいけど、選択肢があるのはいいことだ。
Hey!
Well met. And 1,000 sorries. I've pledged my life to protecting the meek from monsters. But tonight, I was the rampaging beast. I see the good in you, Karlach. I promise not to lose sight of it, even when the hells burn hottest.
The famous Blade of Frontiers in the flesh. Clever, this hero act you've got going.
Hero, Blade, names strangers gave me. My friends call me Will.
Excellent. If we ever become friends, I'll know what to call you.
なんか有名人らしいです。人助けをするヒーローみたいな感じで。
Glad Will saw sense. Even more glad he decided to stick around. Takes a pretty slick mover to track down old Karlach. Same. Now, instead of a liability, I've got a friend. Or I will have soon, anyway.
You've been witness to a pantomime, I'm sorry to say. And I've played my part all too poorly. I can say only this. Karlach's not the only one who's had a villain's knife held to their throats. One night soon, when we make camp, the veil will be lifted, and I'll pay my penance. And you'll have them. But I can't promise you'll like them.
若干語訳っぽくてわけがわかりませんね。
Hellsfire. She's coming.
Will, you've been naughty. And you know what happens when you're naughty.
God damn it. Anyone but her.
こういうキャラ好きだけど魅力的って言ったら反感買いました。
Will, you absolute stinker. You kept me a secret? Time to let the Hellcat out of the bag. Call me Mizora. I'm Will's patron, the fount of his power. My pet's been unruly, and his leash needs a yank. We had a deal, Will. But Karlak's still breathing.
I've taken more pleasant shits than you, Mizora. And at least those can be buried after.
That's no kind of talk for a lady. By the way, Karlak, Zariel sends her regards.
You told me! Devils only! She's a tiefling, not a monster!
How precious. The little pupster's found his bark.
Clause G, Section 9. Target shall be limited to the infernal, the demonic, the heartless, and the soulless.
Karlak meets the criteria by virtue of having no heart.
会ったばかりでガーラックにもウィルにも思い入れも何もないからかばう理由もないんだよね。
The point? Oh yes. Thanks for the reminder.
Will burns in the fires of Avernus. The lightning storms of Dis strike his flesh. His soul passes through each layer of the hells, gaining their essence and their torment.
That's better.
What the hells have you done?
A promise broken, a price paid. You know the terms.
Get used to the new form, pet.
There's no going back. Some magic even I can't undo. Now, let's see how the frontiers fare without their precious blade. Karlak, keep an eye on him, would you? I'll be keeping mine on you. Oh, and Will, don't forget, our pact still stands. Ta-ta.
I'll be honest, soldier. I'm reeling. Will hardly knows me, but he chose my life over his. Been a long time since someone stuck their neck out for me like that. Gobsmacked, really. But grateful. Really grateful. I could learn a thing or two from a man like that. Hopefully we won't turn into mind flayers first.
少し補足すると、ウィルはあの悪魔の命令でガーラックの命を狙ってきてて、その任務を放棄したので、罰として悪魔の姿にされたってことです。
God's damn her straight back to the hells. Just look at me. I did what was right, and Mizora made me pay for it. I'd be hunting devils and demons, she said. Traitors and hypocrites, heartless evils of all sorts, but not Zariel's victims. Not innocent tieflings.
Warlock pacts tend to be unforgiving from what you know of them. Will was lucky he didn't face a more severe punishment.
ウォーロックってクラス自体がそういうものみたいです。悪魔との契約者ジョブ。
All these years. You'd think it's a lesson I'd have well learned. It's Mizora who grants me the power to conjure armor and cast eldritch blasts. Before I was infected, I could even call hell beasts and summon festering clouds. But I promise you, every thrust of my blade and every flame I sparked was for the good of the coast. The one little question that put me out of house and home. I can't utter the terms or circumstances of the pact. I can tell you most all else, but the pact, I'm forbidden, unless Mizora permits it. But I'll say this. The moment I pacted myself to Mizora, I have not regretted for a heartbeat. It was my proudest deed. It was worth the sacrifice. All I can give you on that is my solemn word.
では、やっと話は終わりです。カーラックの言ってた追っ手を倒します。これもちょっと補足すると、カーラックはザリエルって悪魔に捕まって兵士として改造されてたんですが、連れ戻すための追っ手に追われてるらしい。見た目は人間のパラディンだけど、正体は悪魔の手先なんですって。あくまでカーラック団なので、騙されてる可能性もあります。
Keep your distance, darling.
アスタリオンで石膏をします。
Have a lot on my mind. And, well, in it. What a charmer. I've got this.
Time for a little death.
友好的な NPC の場合もあるので、こういう時、不意打ちしていいか迷うんですよね。まあ、今回はカーラックの証言もありますし、そこら中に死体が転がってるので、敵と見ます。
Nothing.
Cut it out. There's worse than Knowles out there.
Nothing we need to worry about.
How about a dragon? Would that worry you?
I'd give it a bloody good fight, that's for sure.
Only thing you give a dragon is bad gas.
Ready for some good news?
What is it?
では攻撃を開始します。
You sought a fight, and now you have one.
他のメンバーは隠密判定にはまず成功しないので、そのつもりで突入します。
Push my luck again.
Put him up.
レベルが5以上の前衛中衛クラスは追加攻撃ってのを覚えます。プレイヤーも強力にはなりますが、敵も使うのでだいぶ危険です。ちなみに、いちいち援護で起こしてますが、これは死亡ではなく、ただのダウンなので、 回復魔法を飛ばすだけでも起こすことができます。やったことありませんが、ポーションを投げても回復できるんじゃないかな。こういうのも超重要なのに説明一切ない基本システムの一つです。まあ説明不足のゲームは珍しくないですけどね。チュートリアルが丁寧なゲームの方が珍しいし、ボーナスアクションで使えるからこの吸血便利なんですよね。ゲーム開始時や傭兵でローグを選んでもヴァンパイアにはできないので、アスタリオンは特別仕様のキャラと言えます。パッケージで一番目立ってるし、関連エピソード豊富だし、開発に愛されてるのがよくわかるキャラですね。
Gods, it's hot in here. Say bye-bye.
Battle favors the fearless.
ちなみに開口戦なんてダサい名前ついてますが、原文はエルドリッチブラストという名前の魔法です。戦闘終了です。
Fuck them. Fuck Zariel. I won't go back. I'm never going back. And if any of Mummy's little friends want to pick up where the others left off, they'll find nothing but a pile of ash. Not big enough. Now get out before you get hurt. Now!
なんか発狂して物に当たってるようです。巻き添え食うのか知りませんが、しばらく近づかない方が良さそうですね。やっと落ち着いたらしい。
Whew. Had to let off a little steam after facing off with those ignots. Granted, the fire's lasting a little longer than it should. How do I look? Who? Me? This is the best day I've had in years. Engine heats up the whole system enough not to get burned. Hopefully it will hold together long enough to get tuned up. Let's move, huh? I'm running high and in the mood for a fight.
心臓を火を吹くエンジンに改造されてるらしいです。それでは今回はこれで終わります。仲間が揃ったので次回はゴブリンの野営地へ行きます。それではご視聴ありがとうございました。